Welcome to the Football Forecast, your ultimate guide to the NFL week ahead. Get ready as we dive deep into the biggest matchups, analyze key player performances, and break down the strategies that could make or break your favorite team's chances. Whether you're looking to dominate your fantasy league, make smart picks and bets, or simply stay ahead of the game, we've got you covered with insights and predictions. So buckle up, football fans. It's time to get your game face on for another action-packed week in the NFL. While only one team can hoist the trophy at the end, it all starts with the forecast.
Yes, here we go. It is Thanksgiving week 13 of the Football Forecast. Make sure to check us out on social media, TFB Forecast ETB, where you can get all of the clips of the show. Here are Sunday night pick, Monday night pick, anything else that comes across that makes clip-worthy stuff, which certainly does happen here on the show. Of course, check us out, youtube.com/ETB Network on the video side, where we continue to grow there. If you are new, please do subscribe. Also, leave us a like on the videos and make sure you have your notifications set so you know when all of our stuff is going to be coming out as the holiday season is upon us. And if you cannot watch us on the video side, you can listen on the audio side by listening to the Football Forecast wherever you get your favorite podcast. And the Football Forecast is presented by Playback. Stay tuned later on in the show to find out more. And the odds for the Football Forecast are presented by Novig. Sports fans, Novig is flipping the betting game on its head. It's America's #1 sports prediction market, available in over 30 states. On Novig, you're 10 times more likely to win than with the traditional sportsbook because you're not betting against the house. You're playing against real users. It's the only free exchange where you keep 100% of your winnings. Download the app today, sign up with promo code ETB Network, and you'll score 1,000 Novig coins plus $5 Novig cash, plus spend $5 and get $50 in bonus coins. Must be 21 or older. Gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, guys. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you all first and foremost. I know we're coming out a day before, but it is Thanksgiving
Happy Thanksgiving
week. So, yeah, a big moment in the NFL when we make it to Thanksgiving. You get to figure out who are the contenders, who are the pretenders. I don't think we're there yet, though, because this is still a tough league to figure out.
New York football is a pretender.
Maybe a spoiler. I think we'll say that.
Kansas City is the clear contender. The clear contender.
Right.
Well, we'll see. I mean, they got a big win last week. We'll see. They got a big game on Thanksgiving night. But I'll tell you, how we really struggle, how we know we're really struggling with this, because our the last couple of weeks we've been going in the wrong direction here. Let me just give you a quick update on the standings here before we get rolling, because we have a full 16-game slate we're going to pick on the show today. So last week, yours truly, second week in a row that where I won the week. 8-6 the record. Unfortunately, didn't hit the lock, but I'll take the win. Second straight week. So we are trying to dig ourselves out of a hole here, and I'll take it. Still a long ways to go. But in terms of our standings, Michael Rapolo still in the lead at 91-87. He's got a 10-point lead at 204. Zan at 90-88 for 194. Nick Morgeson is at 87-91 for 190. Christie with 188 points. Nick D's got 186. Tom 178. Grant and myself have 176, but Grant's got a 3-game advantage on me there. And then Ben has 170 points, but still a long ways to go with, 6 more weeks left in the season. 13,
yeah, about that.
8 more weeks and then the playoffs. So come down the stretch, the final third about to get underway. So you guys ready for a full 16 games feast?
Ready.
Let's go.
Let's dig in.
Ready.
3 Thanksgiving games to get rolling here, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. And let's do this thing, guys, with a big NFC North showdown to get us started. And Nick, we'll start with a Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady, Aaron Andrews, and Tom Rinaldi special on Fox, as we have Jordan Love and the Packers against Jared Goff and the Lions. And the Lions 2.5-point favorites, and the over/under just under 50.
So was the Packers game a convincing win? It was not. It was not a convincing win to me whatsoever. I thought that game was going to be a offensive explosion. What was the score? 20-9?
Right around there, yeah.
23-6.
Or 23-6. I'm getting my games confused. Anyway, but I don't know. Like, the Packers were great. The defense was great. Don't get me wrong. but the offense is still not where I want it to be. And I think the Lions are going to come out, hopefully in anger mode a little bit after losing that game to the Giants.
They won, but they almost.
They won.
Didn't
That's
cover,
right.
but they won the game outright.
All right.
I felt
You're
like
right.
a loss, to be honest.
It felt like a loss the way that game was going.
Yeah.
But I just think they're not happy with the way that game went last week, and I think they're going to take it out on the Packers. It's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a great game. This is a Thanksgiving staple, this type of game. So I think the Lions win. I think they're a little bit better, but I think it's like a barely cover. I think they could win by a field goal, like this is predicting. So I think this is a barely cover.
Okay. Yeah, and this is tradition here. Lions been playing at home on Thanksgiving every year since 1934. Nick, the thing with the Packers is their defense has been lights out the last few weeks. Now, the offense, still a work in progress, still a question mark with their inconsistency. You look at the Lions side, they've been much better offensively, but the defense has been taking a step in the wrong direction. Now, if you look at trends, the trends would tell you to take the over with the way that the Lions have played at home and the Packers have played on the road. But I'm gonna go against the trend here, and I'm gonna take the under because the reason why the turnaround, very quick turnaround. Yes, it's a second straight home game for the Lions, but how much energy was used trying to come back against the Giants on Sunday? And with how the Packers defense has been lately, I think it's just going to miss hitting 50. So I will take the under in this one to start there on Thanksgiving afternoon. Tom?
I agree with Nick, though, that the Packers win was still not a convincing one. I think the offensive struggles are still there. The offense still is not coming together. Yeah, you could talk about the lights out. You could talk about the lights out nature of the Packers and their defense, but I think the Lions game against the Giants, in spite of the fact that they nearly lost, I think that says a lot more about the Lions and that, the Giants, you may call them a bad team, and, well, by record, they are a bad team. But you consider the amount of talent that they have, even with all these injuries and the way that they play. And for the Lions to do what they do, it continues that the Lions, despite the fact they lost Ben Johnson, and you thought maybe they're going to be a step back, they continue to still deliver. So, and in spite of inconsistent success on Thanksgiving for this team, I'm actually willing to back the Lions this week.
Zan?
Yeah, I like Detroit here too. I just don't think Green Bay has really shown me enough the last few weeks. And for whatever reason, it's almost like a hit or miss with this Packers team whenever they play Detroit. These two teams always play each other close. But again, I think it's another one of those classic Detroit Green Bay games where whoever has the ball last is going to win. And at this very moment in time, I trust Jared Goff a little bit more than I do Jordan Love. So, the Lions to barely cover that number, and more than likely they'll end up winning by a field goal, and it'll probably end up being a great ending. So give me Detroit at home.
And actually, something I should have said: the Vikings. Let me admit it; they're a bad team.
They're
a bad team.
They are.
That game was a nothing burger.
Ben?
So I think specifically there's two things that I look at. One, I like the spread line a lot when it comes to, between both teams right now. And I think one thing to take into account is the home field advantage. When you kind of take a look at this overall matchup, especially on a short week, the Lions have only lost one game at home, and it legitimately specifically was a coin flip type of a game at the end of the day. The Packers, what I agree with Nick recently is I just don't feel like the offense still is clicking consistently more than I'm seeing right now with the Lions. So I like the Lions, at least when you take a look at that overall line right now, only a 2.5. They're at home on a short week. I think they just play a lot better at home as well, too, with their offense. I'm going to take the money here with the Lions.
And Christy?
It's definitely going to be a really interesting game. I'm just going to go Lions are going to cover.
All right. And Grant and Michael, who are not with us this week, are both also taking the Lions there at Ford Field. All right. Before we get to our second game, you don't have to wait long, folks. We got our first of two videos this week.
Oh,
and
boy.
Tom, you want to set this one up?
Yeah, so this is something Nick Morganson and I have kind of talked about. That we kind of teased that we were going to do this. And I think it's only kind of appropriate that Jerry Jones would feel very happy after that comeback victory. And now he gets to host the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, and he's made it known that a very special guest could be welcome. And I should clarify something. You are going to see a quote in this video. This is a legitimate quote that he has said.
Uh-oh.
By the way, if you're a true Taylor Swift fan, you should know the name of the song. Not me. I mean, I know some of her songs, but this one I figured out because it made sense for what's been going on with Jerry.
Right. Oh, I know. I agree, but I'm just going to say, when you read the quote, I am telling you, this is a legitimate quote he told the radio station.
Okay.
We'll go into hysterics.
All right. Let's go.
I knew y'all were trouble when you rolled in. Shame on y'all now, Chiefs think they're taking my stage again. Not in Jerry world now, cause I knew y'all were trouble when you rolled in. Shame on y'all now, though might say the only star here is Swift. But I'm the only star in Dallas now. Oh, Cowboys, Cowboys. Oh, Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
Well, okay, I'm going to quote this. Well, we knew he was trouble when he walked in.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing, Jerry. I think there are millions of teenage and young adult girls who would like to disagree and debate you about that quote.
Yes, they would greatly. You hear that, Swifties? Huh?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, if you thought that was the video of the week, just you wait.
No, just wait.
Oh, wait, there's
Just
more,
wait.
but you'll have to wait later on in
It's
the
probably-
show.
There we
Well,
go.
this game, they're projecting this game will be the highest rated Thanksgiving game in NFL history. Christy, a big one
Yes.
for you, a Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson special on CBS, as we've got Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs against Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium, a Thanksgiving tradition as well. And it's the Chiefs a 3.5-point favorite, and the total 52.5. So among the highest totals of the week.
Yeah, that looks pretty high, but I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about this guy right here. He disappointed me on Sunday. He needs to get
CD?
CD. Get in gear, CD, please.
Get your ass in shape, CD.
Exactly.
They won the
Do
game.
you want George Pickens to take your job? I don't think so.
I think I'm considering it.
Yeah,
All
hey,
that
Chris,
damn money I pay you.
hey, Chris, was there any butter on those fingers of that?
I cannot cannot confirm nor deny. So
Hey, I'm just saying
I
that
don't
for 1 week.
I know you are. I know. Okay, the over under looks really big, and Chiefs expecting a -3.5, but I would take either one of these as a lock of the week, but I feel like I can't, so I'm going to go with the over.
Oh, so you think so? What do you think then that's going to get? If you're saying it's going to go over, what is this game going to be?
What's the score?
No, not the score, but what is this game going to get?
Loose.
Oh, loose.
There you go.
Yes.
Exactly.
Uppercase.
All right.
Uppercase loose.
And that's already once more than I said it last week, because I never said an over last
Didn't
week.
happen until right before the primetime
Yeah.
games. We finally got one.
No,
Yes.
you're right.
Yeah,
It
but
was
not
very
for me,
late this
though.
show.
Nick, so Christy's going over 52.5. I think you're going, though, in a different direction, aren't you?
Oh god, I'm going under. Complete opposite. I don't. These offenses don't score very well. They have not. The Chiefs have not scored high in most games all year. I'm worried about Mahomes. He hasn't looked great this entire season so far.
Especially the last two games too. They didn't score that much.
He's not
No.
making the Kelsey connection at all this entire season. It's looked really bad. The Cowboys are the Cowboys. I really don't have to say much about that.
Well,
The offense is not great.
Augustin.
Yeah. Well, and CeeDee Lamb can't catch a football either. That's another
I
problem.
agree with.
yeah.
So
That's why he's in the hot seat right now.
I think this number is insane. Insane. This game is not getting to 53 points. Under.
If it does go over, I think the Cowboys will win, because they can get – I don't think – but I don't think that – yeah, because I don't think the Chiefs can afford to get into shootout football, because they don't have the playmakers like they had in years past that to do that. I think what they'll do is they're going to play methodical and have – they'll methodically make their way down the field. And I also looked in at the other side of the ball, and their defense, the Chiefs' defense, did play great last week. They limited the most efficient attack in the league. They stuffed the run game, which was what I said last week. But I think the problem, though, is to have, again, another situation where both teams put a lot into last week, and now you have a very short turnaround. I know, second straight home game for the Cowboys. But I just don't think that the Cowboys will do well against Steve Spagnuolo's defense.
No, probably not.
So it's a really tough decision trying to pick a team in this one. So I am going to join forces with Nick. And yeah, I love the high total. Not in this game, though. I am going to go under as well. To take the spread, I would actually lean towards the boys. But in that regard, it's a game that I would pass on. But I'll take the under as the play. Tom, go ahead.
If this was half a point, the hook kind of kills me on the spread. If this was half a point under, maybe even actually better 1 point under, I probably would be taking a spread on this one. But I just can't. And yeah, I'm concerned about this because honestly, this could be a shootout. But that's if both teams and offenses actually play to their potential, and they haven't, especially not the Chiefs. And I have to give credit where credit is due. The Cowboys defense actually looks a little okay now ever since they made their trade deadline acquisition.
Yeah,
and Speed and of course Spag's defense, oh my God, is absolutely great.
Watch out.
Yeah, you got two strong defenses that honestly, with the kind of offenses they are producing, yeah, I'm going to join the Nick and Johnny train in taking the under. And Christy, I know you said you didn't feel comfortable about doing something for a lock. Well, I knew I was trouble when I locked this.
Wait, really?
I am locking the under. Second week in a row, I am locking the under.
Now I was just looking at like Patrick Mahomes is going to be like, ooh, the AT&T Stadium, Thanksgiving, let's go.
Yeah, so I'm going to do something that none of you guys have done, and I'm going to take a team. And
oh geez,
and this is going to sound a little crazy, but I think fortunately or unfortunately, by some metric, however you guys want to say it, the NFL is getting exactly what they want because the Chiefs just got a season-saving win at home this past week against the Colts. The Cowboys kept their season alive last week against Philadelphia. All the stars are aligning for an instant classic, which tells me one thing: that Patrick Mahomes is going to win the game in the final minute. So give me the Chiefs to cover and win on the road against the Cowboys.
Of course.
Oh, is this the start of what I said during the preview show? Is this the start of the John Cena, the Hulk Hogan, whatever? The Chiefs are just gonna start that? Yeah,
absolutely.
Their comeback.
Absolutely.
Nice crossover promotion for Christie's show. All right, Ben.
Yeah.
Before I get into my actual pick, I just want to say that we finally Thanksgiving we actually have a pretty good slate. We don't have to obviously worry about sleeping specifically throughout these games after eating food.
Very good point.
It wasn't looking like that a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago.
We'll debate the next game because it should be better.
This game has so much stakes for both teams. I mean, both teams obviously are coming off of massive comeback victories. The one thing about the Chiefs, I mean, Zan, you're obviously mentioning about the Chiefs. The Indianapolis Colts specifically lost the game more than the Chiefs specifically won that game. If you actually,
I think so. Chiefs, I think so too.
Yeah,
miscues. Yeah, I agree with you.
The Chiefs did play really well defensively in the last couple of times, but they barely gave to Jonathan Taylor. Daniel Jones is starting to kind of look more like the Daniel Jones, like the pumpkin Daniel Jones.
Oh,
as
what happens when the clock strikes midnight.
And Dallas, I mean, Philly specifically beat themselves too. I mean, Dallas obviously has played a lot better defensively. I'm definitely riding the under train. I think specifically the defenses between both sides specifically, I ride that more right now than what the actual offense is, what they're doing right now. They're just very inconsistent for my liking.
Okay. And Grant and Michael also in lockstep together again, both taking the Chiefs there in Dallas. And then, Ben, I ended with you there, and I'll start with you here. It is, in fact, a Mike Tirico, Jason Garrett, Melissa Stark special on NBC, a big divisional matchup down at M&T Bank Stadium We got the return of Joe Burrow for the Bengals against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Ravens 6.5-point favorites, and once again, we've got a total of 52.5.
I'm doing this. My guy Joey B's back. However, that's not going to really mean anything because the Bengals still are a dumpster fire. Their coaching sucks. Their defense actually did pretty well against us. I will give them that last week. This is also a big enough number right now for me. The Ravens offensively right now, guys, is still not playing well. They just haven't been on a consistent basis. 52.5 right now is still really, really high. Granted, they will be getting Jamar Chase right now back, but they're obviously coming off of a short week.
No T. Higgins.
T. Higgins has a concussion, so they'll basically kind of offset specifically one addition by subtraction with two really good overall players. Yeah, that 52.5 is kind of big. I do think there will be points. If I had to pick a team, I would pick the Ravens, but the Ravens are still very inconsistent for me right now pick them right now. So I'm going to go with the under.
Christy.
I mean, even if Joe Burrow does provide a spark, I don't think it's honestly going to be enough for the Bengals to, beat the Ravens. So, the Ravens offense is inconsistent, and this over-under just looks too large to me. So I'm taking the under.
Nick?
Yeah, I'm on that train too. I have the under also. These offenses are not consistent. And also, Lamar still scares me a little bit. Even though he's back and he's playing consistent, they're winning.
I think he's playing hurt.
I agree with you, Ben.
He might be banged. Yeah, he might be.
But at the same time, have you noticed he's taking way more sacks and not escaping the pocket lately?
Yeah,
he really is. He's getting trounced a lot of the time.
Like in the past,
that worries me. By the way,
in the past year or two, he would escape the pocket and run. That's why I think Ben is right that he's playing hurt because he's not escaping the pocket fast enough to avoid the sack.
Or defense is starting to kind of figure out his overall running schemes as well.
That too. But as much as I don't trust the Ravens, I trust the Bengals way less. Even with Burrow being back, you have T. Higgins out, you have Hendricks out. So that's two major names that are out. So I don't. Where are the points being scored? That's where I want to know in this game. And I can't trust 53 points to be scored in this game. So under.
Nope.
Ooh, see, I think you guys are all making the points for I'm going to make. First off, number one, let's get this out of the way. Lock of the week in this game.
Whoa.
Wait, huh?
Love the Bengals to cover the number. With that, at least. And I would even, if you want to go, if you're going to be in a food coma in this game, you want to sprinkle a little bit on the money line in this game. I think that's also a possibility as well. But we don't need a money line play to hit the lock. I'm taking the Bengals, and it's the perfect combination of these teams. Joe Burrow's return, the performance of the Ravens lately, and the rivalry. And yeah, another injury that Lamar Jackson was dealing with earlier this week, the toe. I mean, Lamar right now is becoming it's like you're playing Operation with Lamar Jackson.
Just be careful when you're grabbing the funny bone here. You know what I mean?
and I just don't. And you know what? This team, it's still he's not looked 100%.
No.
The Bengals hung in there with the Patriots on Sunday, and I think they will here too. And I just think that this Ravens team has still not hit their stride yet, and I don't think a short week cures that. So. I'm getting almost a touchdown in a rivalry game like this. I think the Bengals hang around in this game for sure. So I will grab them, and yeah, that will be my lock of the week.
Did someone say Operation?
Damn it! I was just gonna make a joke that I was trying to take out the bread basket.
Watch out! Careful when you grab that funny bone. You know what I mean?
All right, Tom. Let's get back to what we got.
I'm like thinking to myself, is there a buyer's remorse? Because now I'm thinking to myself, I kind of like the under on this game too, like I did the last one. Maybe I should have changed. I should have used the lock, but regardless, if I were to pick a team, I would go in the same direction as Johnny with Joe Burrow back, providing a little bit of a spark, and the Ravens being a struggler. But the Bengals defense still stinks. The Ravens offense stinks. Lamar Jackson, I agree. I think he's either playing hurt or teams have figured him out because he is on the struggle bus. This game should be better than what it actually is. It honestly should. The Ravens are starting to come back in terms of the record chasing after the Steelers, but they still do not impress me. So I am going to join the majority here, and I'm also going to take the under on this one.
And Zan.
Well, Johnny, I can't believe I'm doing this, and I think this is the first time I'm doing this in several weeks. But I'm backing you, and I'm also taking the Eagles to cover the number. I think this is. I think this is going to be set up for an instant classic again, just like I told you guys in the last game. The NFL is getting the perfect storm. Burrow is coming back. It's an AFC North division rival game, potentially a playoff picture swing type game. I think the Bengals hang around, and it's really, really exciting, and it's a field goal either way. And kind of like some of the points you guys have already made to begin with. Both of these offenses are kind of sluggish, and you don't know what you're going to get out of Lamar Jackson. I see a very, very sloppy game. And with you, Nick Morganson, with what you said earlier, there is no way that this number 52.5 is sitting. But I feel confident enough to say that I think the Bengals are good enough at the very least, at least for one night, to keep this game interesting. So give me the Bengals to cover the number at least.
All right, Zan's gonna ride with the hot hand, with the person who's on the hot hand right now of the group the last 2 weeks. So I may not be saying much. So you know what that means? Hold on a second. So you know what that means? Even by 20. There we go. All right. And by the way,
one-sided blowout.
Yeah.
God damn.
Actually, we're a little all over the place in this game because Grant is going to go the opposite way of the majority of us, and he's going over 52.5.
What?
And Mike, our leader, and Xander, this makes you feel a little bit better. Mike, our leader in this competition, is also taking the Bengals.
Let's go.
There we go.
Grant, me and Grant might have to have a talk on Sunday. But we'll
Gridiron Gurus.
Time for a come to Jesus moment on Gridiron Gurus.
Well, yes. I'll see what I can do.
All right. Well, that's actually going to be after this game, so we'll post more in there. Zan, big game here on Friday for you. It is, in fact, an Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, Kaylee Hartung special on Amazon Prime Video. We've got Caleb Williams and your Bears getting 6.5 points against Jalen Hurts and the Eagles.
If I said I wasn't nervous, I would be lying because I'm really, really, really nervous.
Ooh.
So let's just say this: I'm very much looking forward to this game, and the Bears have given me some really happy memories the last few weeks. And after watching what the Eagles did this past week and the way they imploded against Dallas, makes me more confident that the Bears can keep this game interesting. But the pick I'm about to give you guys is unconventional because you would think in a scenario like this game that I would be picking a team here, but actually I'm going in a slightly different direction. I'm going to say that the over is going to hit in this game. I think a lot of points are going to be scored, and I think it's going to be one of those games where it's going to be a track meet to where whoever has the ball last is going to win. If I were to pick a team, I would probably pick the Bears to cover the number, but I'm more comfortable to say that I think both of these teams can score, and as long as the Eagles don't implode, I think it's going to be a very exciting game. So give me the over.
Ben.
Man, this is tough because the Eagles just have not been playing well, even in their wins recently. They had an awful win though last week against Dallas, and part of me thinks that they want nothing better than have a Black Friday game, a Friday night game, Friday night game with a rowdy Philly crowd against a red-hot Bears team, which, Zan, I've been loving your Bears, but I feel like they're kind of bound to have a loss at some point.
No, they will. This and if we're being realistic, this is probably going to be the week where it happens. So,
I mean, Philly typically plays decently at home. They did beat Detroit, but it was still close. That over/under total, I can definitely pick the over. I'm gonna ride the spread line here. I hate doing this, but I'm gonna take the Eagles. I think 6.5 should be okay, where they specifically should be able to score. Pittsburgh was able to pretty much score pretty well last week again with Mason Rudolph. Granted, I don't know, Zan, about the injuries for the linebackers for the Bears. I know that obviously last week they were banged up, so I don't know if they come back if they're still going to be banged up. The thing is about Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley has got to get going. He has not been
still
playing.
Unclear at the time that we're recording this whether they're going to play or not.
Okay,
it's not.
I'll go specifically. Granted, if they play or not play, I'll take the Eagles here at 6.5. I think they'll win probably by a touchdown, but it's going to be a good game. But I don't know how I feel about it.
Okay,
Christy.
Well, I don't like the Eagles, so I'm going with the Bears positive 6.5.
Wow.
Nick. Oh, what were we saying, Ben?
I was going to say she won outright.
Would you go money line, Christy?
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
she would. Wow.
I would.
Ooh.
I would.
All right.
Wow.
Nick?
I like the total in this one. I actually like the over
Let's
because,
go. You're on my train here. I like it. Okay.
but I have a different theory of it. I think
Oh.
I learned my lesson from last week. I think John and I both had the under on the Bears, which just barely missed.
Hey, you guys really missed out. You should have took the Bears.
Yeah, but that's not the way the game was trending up until the end. But
Mm-mm.
but if you look at some of the games they've been playing in, Pittsburgh 31-28, Minnesota's an outlier, but Giants 24-20, Cincinnati 47-42. They play in high velocity shootouts. That's been the trend with the Bears so far this year. They haven't really won a game strictly on defense this entire season, at least when I look back at all the games. So
except for maybe the Commanders game.
maybe, but I would say I think the conservative play is the over because I think both sides are going to score a bunch of points. So over.
The Bears are like the backyard football team, essentially. That's kind of
Yes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
actually, what I
I'm going to
think,
use the hocus pocus play.
you know what I think of this game?
Stay away.
Oh.
I don't like. I'm not comfortable, and I'm telling you, I am going to be probably vomiting my leftovers when I make this pick and watch this game.
Hey, are those
wow.
MTGP leftovers?
Yes, MTGP, since I'm part of that, since I'm part of the main show there, yes, this will be
Oh,
leftovers.
jeez.
I feel like they're begging you to take the Bears at this line, the way this is looking. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm joining forces with Ben. I'm taking the Eagles.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm going to lay the 6. I am going to lay the 6.5 with them. I think I have to think that the Eagles are going to be furious after how they played Sunday. And I
Johnny,
think they're
would
gonna
you
bounce
feel
back.
comfortable? Would you feel comfortable taking the Eagles on the money line too?
I think it's a more conservative and a safer play is to take the Eagles on the money line because then I only need them to win.
Just win
no matter what
outright.
the score is.
Yeah.
All right.
So actually, Eagles money line would be the best play to make, but unfortunately, we can't do that here.
one thing I would watch also, Saquon had, I think, 7 yards off contact, I think, the entire
Probably.
game.
You know,
He hasn't been right for weeks and even a minute after the game.
you know what I think? You know what I think it is, and I don't know if anybody's really brought this up. I think the wear and tear of last year is really getting to him.
Yeah.
That's
He
had a
probably what it is.
record-breaking
He had
year.
such an unbelievable
Yeah.
year last year.
I also
And-
think
Record-breaking
the-
year. He's worn out.
The absence of Lane Johnson too, I think, is big
Yeah.
too. 'Cause He's good.
And
to
just
sit
to
on the-
kind of-
exactly, yeah, and that's
Any offense up until last week kind of sputtered.
That's
I mean,
why,
you see
that's
AJ
one of the
Brown's
reasons why I took the boy. That's one of the reasons why I took the Cowboys was the Lane Johnson injury. I just got to think they got to get going here. I think they're going to be mad, and if they don't do this now, I don't know when it's going to be. And this is also the start of a very tough stretch for the Bears. I think it's a little bit of a reality check. I think the Eagles by a touchdown. I think they get it done. And Tom, you can finish up here.
Yeah. Yeah, I have concerns about both teams. I want to hope that this is a good game. I think the 6.5 scares me a little bit. You know what? I'm going to join my two former, now still part-time co-hosts, and I'm going to join them on the over train here.
All right. And Grant and Michael, Grant and Michael, not surprisingly, they both are also taking the Bears there in Philadelphia. All right, Tom, I ended with you there, and I'll start with you here on this to start the Sunday slate. An Adam Amin, Drew Brees, Christina Pink special on Fox as we've got the Los Angeles Rams, Matt Stafford and the Rams, and that is right as of Tuesday. Now, remember, these spreads are as of Tuesday, so they could change as you head closer to kickoff, but as of now, Matt Stafford and the Rams are laying 10.5 points against Bryce Young and the Panthers.
And as much as I hate double-digit lines, you kidding me? You kidding me? The Rams just completely obliterated one of their fellow division leaders in the Tampa Bay Bucks. Completely whooped them, and they're going against the itty bitty Panthers. Yeah, no, Rams all the way on this one. I don't care about the double digit.
Zan?
All right. Well, just as a little tease, it's not officially out yet, but just a little tease where the Rams are one of my 3 survivor picks this week. And just as a heads up, if you guys need winners, we are 25-8 going into this week. So let's hope
He does have a good record.
Yeah.
Let's try to see if this one hits as well. But very, very similar notion to Tom that Tom just made. You're telling me that the Rams are a double-digit favorite on the road against the Carolina Panthers team that nobody can figure out and absolutely annihilated Tampa Bay? This is easy. Rams win and Rams cover. This game could be in Los Angeles. This game could be in London or Germany, and the Rams would still cover this number. So give me the Rams.
I can just see Christy right now saying no more international games, please.
Yeah,
Please,
please.
no more. I can't handle it.
Yeah, I
can't
know
deal
you
with
can't.
it.
Ben,
Yeah, I mean, you look at this matchup. The Panthers obviously have had a really fun kind of little run recently, but the Rams to me are the best team in football, and they have the MVP. I love Drake. I know, obviously, I've had the MVP stuff. Matthew Stafford is my MVP. I think many people should have that. Devontae Adams has been arguably one of the best receivers in the game. Bryce Young, to me, is a massive wild card. He takes a lot of sacks. The Rams have a very good defense. I don't care what the spread line is. This is my lock of the week.
Oh!
all right, Christy.
Well, you guys all made good picks. I'm joining Ben. Lock of the week,
Let's go,
Rams.
Chris.
Let's
Yeah.
Nick.
Won't go lock territory, but yeah, the Rams win this by a lot. Like I know, like Ben said, like the Panthers are on a good run, but Bryce is going to get destroyed by this
Of
Rams
course.
defense, like big time.
Mhm.
Like, I think he's going to get sacked like 5 or 6 times in this game, at least. So give me the Rams.
They made Baker look uncomfortable on Sunday, too.
Mhm.
Yeah, they
Well,
really did.
Imagine
I noticed
how
that.
Bryce Young.
Well, he also,
Oh
he
my
also got
God.
hurt.
Ben, the game
Yeah.
was so bad that it looked over at halftime.
No, it wasn't. Maybe after the first quarter.
Probably.
So we're in
Yeah.
trouble. So we're in trouble.
Oh no.
Because I'm taking the Rams too. So we're all gonna.
Oh, okay.
So that means the Rams are going to win by 7.
10.
10.
Okay.
10.
I know who to blame.
You know what that means? Yeah.
Hey,
There
that
you
happened
go.
to us. Wait a minute. That happened to us with the Patriots and the Bengals this past week.
I took the Bengals. I won that.
Oh,
Lions
and
for
Nick,
the
that also
Lions for
happened
the
to us
loss.
with the
So.
Rams and
Oh
the
my
Saints
God.
with the over.
Oh yeah, that's right. We
That
did.
was terrible by a half a point. That was
Terrible.
so bad.
Yeah, and we all took the Lions and we lost. So just keep that in mind. So Nick D, you may
Yes.
save us. Maybe he'll go the other way because the other two guys are also taking the Rams as well
Nah.
there in Carolina. All right. So I'll start this next game since I ended it last game. This is our first fast track game of the week. A Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, and Melanie Collins special on CBS. We have Brock Purdy and the 49ers, a 5.5-point favorite against Shador Sanders and the Browns. And again, this is a fast track, so I'll keep this very, very simple. I'm taking the Browns.
Really?
What?
I'd take the Browns to hang in
Uh-oh.
there. I don't think they win the game, but I think they cover the number.
Mm.
Because if you think about it, I guess I'll say it real quick. 49ers played on Monday night, go cross country now, short week for them. And that Brown defense always will keep them in games. And Brock Purdy did not play well Monday night. He's not looked good since he's come back. So I think the Browns hang around for sure. Tom, go ahead real quick.
Well, okay, but I need to mention something. There are some, I know it's a little early in the week, but there are some reports of some unfavorable weather conditions out in Cleveland for this Sunday. So that might throw a little wrench in some of our plans. But 49ers have some questions. Browns defense is tough, but offense, even with Shador, kind of sputters a little bit. All that combined, plus that weather report, I'm doing another under. I'm going with a lot of over-unders this week.
Yeah.
Mm.
Zan?
I'm also joining Tom's train. I thought about taking the 49ers, but as soon as he just said there's an updated weather report, I'm also on the under 2, especially if it starts snowing and actually snowing. Yeah, it's
Uh-oh.
happening.
Yeah, the weather is going to play a factor in some of these games this week. Ben?
40% precipitation, 41 degrees on Sunday.
It'll probably increase as time
Okay, I
goes
like
on.
I like my pick even more than them. Let's go.
All right, Ben, go ahead real quick.
So my guy Shador is going to be starting. However, it's not going to matter. I love the under in this one. The Browns actually played the Niners really, really tough the last time the Niners went to Cleveland and really bad weather, which is kind of ironic for this game. Love the under here. Riding that train.
Christy?
It doesn't matter who's starting for the Browns. Yeah, their defense is tough, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm taking the under.
And Nick?
Yeah, under. Brock threw 3 interceptions the other night.
Who's
Like,
off?
Woo.
He looks off.
I need more
And the Browns defense is going to keep them in games under.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nick, just to make sure, because you have Niners in the stat sheet.
I'm switching
Okay,
under.
that's fair. I just want to make sure so you get your proper credit.
Yeah.
The other guys, real quick here. Let's see. Oh, Grant's going to join me with the Niners. Oh no, I'm sorry. I took the Browns. He's taking the Niners, and Mike's also going to take the Niners. So I guess I am going to take a different road there in Cleveland. Ben, big AFC South matchup here. Ian Eagle, J.J. Watt, and Evan Washburn are on CBS as we got the Houston Texans taking on Daniel Jones and the Colts. Colts 4.5-point favorites.
Yeah, I love this matchup. To me, the Colts, I think they're starting to get a little bit figured out recently here, and I think people have to kind of realize that their rest of their schedule, they have a chance specifically to not only fall out of the division, win the division, but potentially missing the whole entire playoffs. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that's a little too far-fetched from what I've been hearing, but there obviously, if you take a look at the schedule itself, there is a frankly possibility. I love Houston here. I don't know what it is. I really, really love the way that defense played last week against the Bills. I'm going to be taking the Texans. I'm taking them outright.
Oh, okay. So he's going money line, but
I think the Texans make a statement in Indy.
But for this, even if they don't win and they hang in under 4.5, you'll still get a winner for us there too. Christy?
I mean, yeah, Daniel Jones is starting to look human, but the Colts still have Jonathan Taylor, so I'm going to go Colts take the money.
Nick?
I have the Colts, but I'm worried about the whole situation with Daniel Jones. Just injuries a little bit on and off, more picks, fumbling football more. But the Texans still don't have CJ, right? So
wait a minute. Trending that he could play Sunday. That's what Nico Ryans was saying. But again, that's tricky now. Recording this on Tuesday before 5 days to go.
Yeah.
Something tells me he's not going to play. I don't think he's going to play yet. If I had a lean,
I'm good though. To be fair,
it's not a bad line. It's a fair line. I'm going to stick with mine. I'm going to take the Colts to cover. I just think they have more offensive weapons, and I think Daniel Jones will figure it out against the Texans. The last couple of games he's played have been against better defenses. I don't think the Texans' defense is as good as everybody says it is. So I think they find a way to cover.
I think they just showed out for one game and they'll actually come back to earth, especially when it comes to their pass defense, which has been very suspect.
Yeah, so I have them covered.
The Texan defense is legitimate and very, very dangerous, and I love the Texans. And Ben, I'm with you 100%. I love the Texans to at least cover the number there because, and not even just that, they've been competitive in every game this year. Their 5 losses are by a combined 24 points to legitimate teams. The reason why they stay competitive is the top-notch defense. And I'm worried that I think the Colts might be going to a little bit of a slump here. And even if they win, I think if the Colts do win this game, which I still think they could, but I think it's going to be very close. So if you're giving me 4.5 points in a divisional matchup and it's indoors, so there's no weather elements in this game, I think that's advantage Texans. So I'll take them to cover as well with Ben. Tom, what do you think?
I know the Texans' defense is good. I know their offense has splashed even with CJ Stroud out. But again, the Texans, like I've said in previous weeks, are just a team that does not impress me. I know Daniel Jones has looked human. I still believe in Jonathan Taylor, and I believe in a bounce-back game, and I think this could be it. Colts, take the money.
Zan.
I like the Colts this week, and I think this is where their offense finally wakes up. I think Jonathan Taylor has at least 2 rushing touchdowns. I actually think did Alec Pierce or Michael Pittman catch one, and I think and I think the Colts barely squeak by with this number. I think this number is where it should be, given the way the Texans have played the last few weeks. But to me, the Colts at home are just a different team, and I think the crowd is going to play a factor, knowing that it's a divisional game and knowing that whoever wins this game could go a long way in determining who could win the division by week 17 and week 18. So give me the Colts to win and cover.
Okay, so you're switching your pick, right? Because you have under 44.5 on your sheet.
Did I have the under? Yeah, I like the I like the Colts outright. I can fix that.
And Grant is also taking the Colts, and Michael for the second straight week is going to lock the Colts.
Ooh.
So a big one there. And Christy, that was that big swing last week with you and Michael that you both locked on opposite ends of the same game, which we've never seen before. But we'll see if you both can rebound in this one. All right, Christy, I'll start with you. We have a bunch of fast tracks here, so let's go quickly through these. Our first one, Chris Myers, Mark Schlereth, Jen Hale special on Fox. Tyler Shuckin, the Saints against Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins. And the Dolphins are laying 5.5 at Hard Rock Stadium, total 41.5.
This to me screams stay away. I'm taking the under.
Nick?
Yeah, I'm trending between whether I take the Dolphins or I take the under. This is such a...
Yeah.
Save me for doing it when I was going to go up.
Nick, just as a heads up, right now as we speak, you have the Dolphins, so...
I don't like either team. And the Saints scared me last week. All right, I'm changing this to under.
Okay. So Dolphins have the better players on offense. They're off of a bye week, and they've got new confidence taking the Dolphins.
Really?
Yes. Tom?
I understand that, Johnny, but I still don't like either team on this. It seems to be a pattern for me this week. How low can I go? I'm going with an under.
Then?
I made a major mistake by picking the Saints last week, and I'm not going to be doing that again. So
most of us did.
So give me the Dolphins.
Don't remind me. I freaking locked the Saints. That was a disaster. Ben?
Yeah, I mean, Johnny, you did mention that the Dolphins had that bye week. They still are a train wreck to me regardless. They beat up on the Commanders the week before. It was a shitty game. I still have no belief in them, but the Saints are terrible too. What does this tell me? I'm staying away from the spread line, going the under.
Okay. Oh, geez. So Grant's taking the under. Michael is going over.
Of course he is.
Why am I not surprised?
Where are you getting the points?
Once in a blue moon, he'll go under. Not here, though. All right.
He only takes over.
Yeah. You never know. All right, Nick, next fast track game. This is your team. Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, Megan O'Leary special on Fox. We've got Kirk Cousins and the Falcons, 2.5-point favorites against Tyrod Taylor. Looks like he's starting again, right? And your Jets, and the total 39.5.
Now, is this on the Falcons or is this an underplay?
I'm going back to the well again. I'm going under, locking an under here. I just don't, because where are the points being scored? Tell me, Penix is out. Is London playing? I have no idea.
I think he actually might be back. I know,
but he's not 100%. Bijan's the only weapon. And they're going to triple team him if they can do that because there's not a ton of weapons out there. The Jets are the Jets. Do I really have to say much more about that?
No.
Their offense is abysmal. So yeah, take the under. I don't think 39. I don't think 40 points are even going to be a thought process during this game. Under.
Yeah, London week to week with the knee injury. By the way, that's what he's looking. Nick, you said you're what, going back to the well with your pick?
Yeah, I'm locking the under.
All right, I'm going to go to the well with my pick too. I'm taking the Jets.
It's not surprising.
I love the Jets as a home dog here. And a big game. Breece Hall's going to have a big game in this spot because the Falcon defense against the run is horrific. And Kirk Cousins as a statue in the pocket. So the Jets defense should be able to get to him. But if not, I'm getting 2.5 as well. So that's why.
Worse than Eli Manning?
Yes. Eli. He is worse than Eli Manning. Eli can at least still make plays despite being stuck in the pocket.
Right, he can escape from four defenders tugging on his shirt.
Yep. Tom?
Let's see. The Jets are starting Tyrod Taylor, and their offense ain't great. I don't care if the Falcons won to get with Kirk Cousins last week. They beat up on the Saints. Guys, I'm going to do the limbo again. How low can I go? I'm going under.
I'm going under.
All right. That's the fifth under that Tom has taken, and we still have half the cards to go. By the way, Michael Rapolo was probably cursing at his phone, computer,
or something,
tablet, whatever, watching this right now. Zan? Yeah, exactly.
No.
Johnny, I think you're going to be proud of me. I'm riding with you, and I'm taking the Jets also.
All right. Here we go. Ben?
I hate this game. But you like that? I'm going to take the Falcons.
Oh God.
It's a close spread line. I mean, at this point in time, I just don't trust Tyrod Taylor.
By the way, Tom, that's going to be the next sound effect. The Kirk Cousins. You like that?
You like that?
Yeah, especially when he's backing up the Jets next year. That'll be great play.
No, don't wish that upon him.
Veteran backup. Yeah, those are very, very handy for rookie quarterbacks.
No.
Please no. I hate both teams. I don't like either one of them. Taking the under.
By the way, it's a lot of money to hit too, so I don't think they will be hitting him. But it's just a thought about a veteran quarterback. So Christy's going under. Grant is also going under, and Michael is going to join Ben. He's going to take the Falcons at MetLife Stadium. All right, a next fast track, and I'll go here first. Let's go down to Raymond James. Kevin Kugler, Darryl Moose Johnston, Allison Williams on Fox, as we've got Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Looks like possibly Baker Mayfield could be starting for the Bucs. They are laying 3.5, and the over-under is 44.5. So both teams have had numerous injuries throughout the season, which is why I'm picking a team is too challenging of a play. At the same time, both teams have had serious issues on defense. So I'm going over 44.5 as the play. Tom, what are you doing?
What is this?
The Baker injury. Serious talk. The Baker injury honestly concerns me. I know it's on his non-throwing hand, non-throwing arm, but it still is concerning me. It's still an AC joint sprain. I'm a little worried considering how we've seen Baker play in this past when he has been hurt. And he doesn't have a full healthy team around him. That said, I also hate the Cardinals, and I don't think they're worth doing anything. But the line is small here. I know the other line was small, but the Falcons and Jets, I don't believe it. I at least have some belief in the Bucs, and I feel like there will be a little bit of a fire in them after the way they lost to the Rams. So I'm going to go with the Bucs. I'm willing to do that.
Zan?
I'm taking the Bucs too. I can't trust Arizona. It finds new ways to lose every week, and this, and you would think this would be the perfect opportunity, with the banged up offense that Tampa Bay has, with the fact that Baker is injured. But again, the Cardinals are still the Cardinals. So with that said, give me Tampa Bay to cover the number.
Ben?
Yeah, I like Tampa here. No Marvin Harrison Jr., more likely than not. Jacoby Brissett definitely had his little insanity run for a couple weeks, but the Bucs are definitely just going to blitz him like crazy. Baker or not, I love the Bucs here at 3.5. I feel pretty good about that.
Christy?
I have a little bit more faith in the Bucs than I do the Cardinals, so I'm taking the Bucs.
Nick?
Yeah, I like the Bucs too. Even if Baker's hurt slightly, I still think their offense is better. I would have been more guaranteed on an easy way if Bucky Irving was healthy and playing in this game.
They said he might play this week, but I feel like they've been saying that for weeks.
Yeah, they've been saying that for weeks now.
Well, they said that I don't know how accurate this is, but they said there's some other reasons why he's not back on the field yet currently. So I don't.
And Godwin, I think, might play a little more this weekend too.
Yeah, he's back too. So just on offensive weapons alone, I think the Bucs will cover slightly. So give me the Bucs.
Fair points. The other guys too. Grant and Michael also taking the Bucs. It's a Spiro, Adam, and Aditi special on CBS. We've got Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars against Cam Ward and the Titans at Nissan Stadium, and the Jags are 6.5-point favorites.
You're telling me that the Jaguars were favored by nearly a touchdown against the NFL's worst team? That can only mean one thing. The Jaguars win, the Jaguars cover, and it's my lock of the week.
I'm going to give you the Bucs, Zan, right?
You know what that also means? You know what that also means, right?
If we keeping a buck right now, we ass.
That's right.
He actually played pretty well last week.
He did.
However, the Titans are a team that they want to have Cam Ward do well. They don't care about winning. Jaguars here. They need the wins. This is a week that they're going to get another one. I'll take the Jaguars to cover.
Christy?
Titans are ass. I'm picking the Jaguars to cover.
Nick?
This game stinks, but I'm going to pick the worst of two evils. Give me the Jaguars.
There you go. Cha-ching.
can't touch the spread. I'm going over.
I was tempted to do that. Tempted.
The Titans have covered the last 3 weeks. The Jaguars, I did not like the way they played last week. Yeah, they got the win, but Trevor Lawrence really struggled in the second half. Tim Patrick had the ultimate brain cramp. I'm a little nervous. That's why I'll go over. Tom?
I mean, we keeping a buck right now. We ass.
Come on. As much as the Jaguars scare me, I'm the guy who has been hyping that sound effect so much. I have to go Jags.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't think there's any issue with Jags winning. It's the spread that scares me a little bit.
That's part of the issue, yeah.
Yeah. All right, another fast track. Tom, you start the late window with Joe Davis, Greg Olson, and Pam Oliver on Fox as we got the Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Now, again, we're doing this recording early, so we don't know if J.J. McCarthy is going to clear concussion protocol in time, and that's part of the reason why the Seahawks are laying 10.5 points at Lumen Field.
The Vikings are not a good team. The Seahawks are a good team. I'd say a pretty damn good team with Sam Darnold as the quarterback. And I think this smells of revenge game. You regret letting me go, Vikings? Yeah, I'm going Seahawks all the way on this one.
Zan?
I like Seattle too, regardless of if JJ does or doesn't play. I just think Seattle at Lumen Field is a different team. And again, I think a lot of people underrate this, but I think that crowd noise is going to be something else, and I think there's going to be a lot of penalties, and more than likely 1 or 2 false starts. So, with that said, give me Seattle, and I think that 10.5 number is just perfect. If it was anything above it, if it was close to 2 touchdowns, I'd be a little bit more skeptical. But you're only asking me to lay a touchdown and a couple of points. I like Seattle. So,
Ben?
Yeah, 2 things. Seattle, much better team, and JSN, anytime touchdown. Put on the bank.
Okay.
I like him too. He's a beast.
Yeah, I mean, the Vikings are in trouble as far as I'm concerned. I think they're in real trouble. So I'm going with the Seahawks.
Nick?
Yeah, I think JJ in concussion protocol. Bad news. I don't think he's going to clear concussion protocol in time because he said he was feeling it on the plane while they were flying home. That's a massive concern to me.
Red flag.
I probably had headaches watching the film.
Right. So
another red flag right there.
But regardless of that, Seattle is still overall. I think they're the second best team behind the Rams right now in the NFL. Yeah. So I think the defense is going to absolutely dismantle the Vikings in some way, shape, or form. I don't think they're going to hit the points. I don't think they're going to be able to put up enough points to match Seattle. So I think it's going to be a smaller game, but they're going to somehow cover this spread.
Oh, so Nick is laying 2 double-digit favorites this week. That's pretty rare of him to do that. Yeah. See, the problem for me though is it's too early in the week. If JJ does clear, it could be. And I also think, because of how good both teams' defenses are, I actually think this game might get a little bit close in the end. So I am going to go under 41.5 as the play. And remember, Carson Wentz is already out for the season, so they have a third-string quarterback starting if JJ doesn't clear.
Max Brosmer from the Minnesota Golden Gophers would be the quarterback.
Okay.
Only you and I knew that.
Max Brosmer.
Yes.
Nobody knows who he is unless you're a Big Ten stan.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good call, Zan.
Let
me just check. Hold on. Let me just check the other guys here. Grant is locking the Seahawks.
Oh.
And of course, Michael, not a surprise, he's going over 41.5. So him and I are going to get first.
Yeah.
So,
tell me something I don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
he's anti-limbo.
Big swing there. And hey, listen, that's why he's got 204 points and I have 176. Christy, another fast track, one more here this week.
Okay.
Let's go out to SoFi. Andrew Callahan, Charles Davis, Jason McCourty, and AJ Ross on CBS as Geno Smith and the Raiders take on Justin Herbert and the Chargers at SoFi. Chargers 9.5-point favorites in the over-under 40.5.
No, don't care for the Raiders, and I think Geno Smith is ass. So I'm going. Sorry, I'm going Chargers negative 9.5.
All right, she's taking the Chargers. Nick?
I'm taking the Chargers.
Oh, you are taking the Chargers. Okay.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I don't trust this line. This is the one time I don't trust the line because of the way the Chargers have been playing.
I should say a note that came up on the little blurbs here as of the time we're recording. Omarion Hampton might be returning this week.
Oh, that's
Well,
big.
they just opened up the 21-day practice window.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was just a 21-day practice window.
That's
Yeah,
a big deal if they can get him back and if he can play like he was beforehand.
I just don't trust the Chargers to cover this number because of the way they've been playing all season offensively. So I like the under because I think the Chargers will do all the scoring. The Raiders will run around and get sacked like 10 times during this game.
Or 55, who knows?
Whatever. But however many sacks the Chargers want, but take the under. It's going to be like 30-0.
Yeah.
What Nick Morganson said, 1,000%. I'm taking the under as well. Tom? Oh, like I need to ask, right?
Oh, no.
under.
Are you going to wait a minute? Are you going to be like the new under guy like every week now? Like Michael's the over?
So Tom's the over. So Mike's the over and you're the under. That's number 6 for Tom this week.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
What's his record,
Still
by the
3
way,
games
for
to
taking
go.
unders?
Fan, go ahead.
I like the Chargers to win and cover. Every week that I think the Raiders are going to do something for me to at least cover, they can't do it. I've tried 3 times and I failed 3 times. I'm
They're
not doing it again
incapable.
for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
So give me the Chargers to cover the number.
That's why I didn't pick the Chargers this week. I locked them against the Jags 2 weeks ago and they get obliterated 35-6.
They got embarrassed.
Story of
Severely.
my football forecast season. Ben?
Oh, I'm aware. I'm aware.
Yeah, this is a in-division matchup. I hate this spread line because I feel like the Raiders will at least try to make it close, but their offense stinks.
Oh, it does.
I am riding the under train with Tom and Nick and others.
And me. Thank you. And
Yeah.
the Chargers will get that by saying, here, Johnny, Chargers, we win 31-10. You're welcome. All right.
Also, this is also the classic example of the degenerate gamblers game of the week right here. Absolutely.
Well, also, don't forget, Chip Kelly fired also.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of the whole
Utter
thing is a mess.
disaster.
Disaster.
Drama.
All right, then they'll get 13
Drama.
points, and they'll lose 27-13, hopefully.
Oh,
No, 27-13 is
Oh.
40. Let's hope.
oh
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Ben, I ended with you there, and I'll start with you here. Third game in 7 days for Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson on CBS. Josh Allen and the Bills against the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll see if it's Aaron Rodgers starting or Mason Rudolph. But as of now, the Bills are 3.5-point favorites at Aquashore Stadium.
You're telling me I want to pick the Bills right now, even as a Patriot fan. Like the Bills specifically laid an egg last week against Houston. They're going through a lot offensively. Offensive lines had a lot of problems. Spencer Brown, I think, is still out. Josh Allen I love Josh Allen. He's been way inconsistent, but you don't know about Aaron Rodgers even too. I feel like Aaron Rodgers could be coming back. So 47.5. Tom, you want to hear another one?
Uh-oh.
I'm riding another under. I can't trust both teams offensively right now.
By the way, there is a report out from Schefter saying that Mike Tomlin told reporters that he is, quote, has great optimism that Aaron Rodgers will return.
Oh, God.
I'm still taking the under.
There you go.
5 days out, that's still not, Christy?
No. I would say, Mike Tomlin, please be careful with who you're picking as the starter right now. Now, the Bills, I like Josh Allen. I'm a fan of his. But neither team has been, to me, impressive. But I think I'm going to go under.
All right, Nick.
And I must be seriously setting a record for picking unders in this program alone.
Probably.
Let me see where you're at. 1, 2, 3. That's only your 5th, so that's not.
Oh,
that's
my only 5th. Okay, I'm
only
not
5.
there yet.
So the way I look at this
Thompson,
game, I look at this game is the Bills have been a shockingly not as impressive team this year. They've lost some games they shouldn't have been losing this year. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know if I think it's defense. They can't stop the run. They just can't stop it whatsoever. And that's a big problem. At the same time, I just read it's confirmed Broderick Jones and Derek Harmon are both out with knee and neck stinger injuries. They're not playing for the Steelers. So that's
owie.
So a left tackle and a defensive tackle both out. That might make a difference.
That definitely does.
This is such a tough game because I could lean and say, I think the Bills could go into Pittsburgh and cover this number, but they have not been playing well. So I originally think I had the Bills.
You did. You
I'm
did.
gonna take the under because I just don't think there's gonna be enough offense. So I'm gonna take the under.
Oh, 3 unders. All right. I'm a little bit more confident. I am going to take the Bills. I mean, it's now or never for them. And we have 10 days to prepare for this game. There's no way I think they could lay an egg like that again, at least not anytime soon. And look, the recipe for the Bills is simple. They just need to keep feeding the ball to James Cook. That's the way, if you're the Bills, to be winning games. And with the Steelers, I know that you can throw on their secondary. That's the thing. But even if weather is a factor, the Bills know how to handle the weather and play in it. So I think the 10 days off is critical for them. Don't really know how effective if Aaron Rodgers is going to start. So it's now or never. This is a desperation play if there ever was one. I'm taking the money.
Oh, I was not ready for that.
All this under talk is throwing Nick off.
Yeah.
Tom?
Johnny, I really want to believe you. First of all, as somebody who has James Cook, that depends on their fantasy teams depend on some of their success on James Cook. I want that to happen. Feed him more. That's your key to success at this
Feed
point.
him.
Please keep feeding him. Steelers defense is tough though. We have seen the Steelers defense hurt some of these offenses, and I'm concerned. At this point, I am really freaking concerned about the way the Bills have been playing. And you say, well, they've had 10 days off. And yeah, they should. But the Steelers have had some surprises too. But, hey, guys, I think I hear something in the distance.
Uh-oh.
That's the Limbo song.
The Limbo
Oh,
song.
no, he's doing it again.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, here are a couple of key stats. The Bills, in their last 7 games, the under has hit 5 times. In the last Steelers' last 8 games, the under has hit 7 times.
Wow.
This screams under to me.
Yeah.
Tom, what happened to you? Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
Hey, I did this last week. It's okay.
Well, you took
did.
totals. Tom's just going under.
Is he going under?
Dan, what about you? What direction you going?
I like the Bills to cover on the road. I just think the complete lack of utter discipline from the Steelers against the Bears last week, especially at the end, was inexcusable. The Steelers had every chance to beat us, and they couldn't. They couldn't do it. Again, Bills well rested about a week or so off in the Steelers team where you just don't know, and you also don't know whether or not Aaron Rodgers is going to play, regardless of if he does play or if he doesn't play. The Bills are the better team, so giving them to cover on the road.
And Grant and Michael are also taking the Bills there.
Let's go
at Aquashore Stadium.
Hey fans, Novig is here to change the way you play. Available in 35 states, including California, Texas, Florida, and New York, Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market, and it's 10 times more profitable than traditional sports books because there's no house edge. Instead, you're betting directly against other sports fans just like yourself. Novig is also the only free exchange, which means you keep every dollar you win, whether you're putting plays down on the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, Major League Baseball, college sports, or even UFC and tennis. Novig gives you the power to pick the best odds, or better yet, set your own. Sign up today with the code ETB Network, and you'll get 1,000 Novig coins plus $5 in Novig cash, and special bonus offers like spending $5 and getting $50 back. Novig, where fans play smarter. You must be 21 years or older to play. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The football forecast is presented by Playback. Watching sports is more fun with others, but we spend too much of our time watching alone. Playback is a virtual space where communities can stream live sports together, with everyone perfectly synced up. Creators can hop on stage, deliver their own play-by-play analysis and commentary, and invite viewers up for Q&A. Playback makes watching sports fully interactive and a social experience. From playing fantasy sports, repping your favorite players and teams, and watching with the commentators and communities you care about. Win or lose, sports are best enjoyed together. Join our community by going to playback.tv/ETB Network to find out more, including our live stream schedule. And now back to the show. And now it's time for Primetime Picks presented by Playback. And Nick, it is in fact a Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark special on Sunday Night Football on NBC, as we've got Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos taking on the Washington Commanders at Northwest Stadium, and the Broncos looking for their 10th straight win, 6.5-point favorites.
Rematch of a Super Bowl from way back when, too.
Yeah.
Route. I don't even need to say anything else.
Just one word. That's it.
Daniel's hurt. Who's the wide receiver? Now I'm forgetting names.
Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin. I don't know why I'm forgetting names lately. Is he playing? I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
What's their big weapon? Debo? Yeah. Not
Debo
not
Samuel.
a chance.
I don't know.
Not a chance. Easiest cover of the week.
Well, it helps that the Broncos it's under a touchdown, and that's why I'm going to take them to win and cover here. Also, they're among the best in defense. They're one of the best teams defensively. The Commanders are one of the worst teams in all defensive metrics. So, yeah, Broncos by at least a touchdown. I'm going to take the money.
So,
Tom?
So we're kind of expecting the Commanders to do so. How did this game remain on Sunday Night Football?
Flex rules.
Flex rules.
The Commanders are such trash, man. They
sad.
Yeah, especially when Terry is hurt, especially when Jaden Daniels is hurt. And then you got the Broncos, who are basically trying to wrap up a division over the Chiefs. They got a lot of momentum on their side. So you know what I say?
Broncos country, let's ride.
It's money.
Uh-oh, there's the curse right there. Russell Wilson.
No.
Yep.
Wait, so Tom is not taking it under?
No. I actually really like the Broncos.
And I think
you could make a case for the under in this game too.
Under is a favorable play in this game as well. And probably when we look at the schedule coming up, I think there will be some opportunities to get Sunday Night Football flexed when you look at the next couple of weeks. Zan?
I was thinking of taking the total, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to need the Broncos to win and cover on the road. This Commanders team has been extremely just shaky, and especially with Jaden Daniels injured, you don't know what Commanders team you're going to get every week. And I just think, again, as we sort of alluded to, Denver has a chance to win the AFC West as long as they can stay on course. This, of course, is an intra-conference matchup, but it's not going to matter. So give me Denver to win and cover on the road on national TV to show potentially some people that maybe have not watched Denver as much this year that they are a legitimate team, that they can step up on the national stage. Because I've always believed that regardless of who you play on Sunday Night Football is still Sunday Night Football. So this is Denver's week to show out. That's what I think.
Ben?
Denver.
Simple.
Enough said.
Yep. Christy?
Denver.
All right. So a clean sweep for all of us, except for the fact that Grant's also taking the Broncos, and our leader in this competition is going to take the Commanders to cover there in Northwest Stadium.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm a little nervous because he is.
Wow.
I mean, as somebody who's got almost 40 points more. 30 points more than me. I'm nervous. But before we get to our final game of the week, we saved the best for last. Isn't that right, Tom?
Yeah.
Oh God, here we go.
I thought hearing the Jerry Jones impression of singing was going to be the video of the week. And then something happened in our team's universe, Johnny, that made me a little giddy and made me go all out with this video.
I'm just going to say, if people don't laugh at this video, they don't know what funny is. Just going to say that now.
Oh,
so
brace
let's
yourselves, folks. All right,
let's brace yourself. Here we go.
Want to see me blow a fourth quarter lead? You want to see me do it again? You want to see me do it again? You want to see me do it again?
Oh no, he's choking.
You want to see me do it again?
Get the fuck out of here!
Clown show!
You want to see me do it again? Boom.
I'm disappointed. You missed something.
What?
Where's Russell Wilson in that?
He don't matter right now.
He's still on the roster. He's still on the roster.
He don't matter right now.
Oh,
that one. Wait a minute. That one is video of the year right there.
There you go.
It is too.
It was very nice. Yes, well
This-
done. And I know
this is
you're happy
hilarious.
that Bowen, and now Bowen did officially get fired. It was only a matter of time. So I know we had a little debate. It wasn't a matter of if, but when with Bowen. All right.
Well, they blew 2 more leads, so can't do anything.
There you go.
Giants are going to be the premier model of how to tank a season. You know what? Play well, low leads, and get a top draft pick. That's the way to do it.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, let's see what happens here. Battle of hey, we got a battle of 2 teams here on Monday Night Football. We'll start with the road team first. Oh, so you're going to start with me? No, you're not starting with me. I'm in last place. I don't deserve to go first. Tom, we'll start with you. Monday Night Football on ESPN. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Lisa Salters, and Laura Rutledge. And we've got the Giants taking on Drake May and the New England Patriots. Now, the question we don't know as of now if it is going to be Jackson Dart or Jameis Winston. But nevertheless, Tom, Pat's 7.5-point favorites. The over-under is 46.5.
I hate this. I really hate this because of the way the Giants play. Like, honestly, Bowen probably got fired, and we're still going to find a way to blow a 4th-quarter lead to the Patriots.
Oh God.
Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go Giants, but that's only because I think narrowly they will manage to beat the spread. It will only be just by a little bit. It'll be by that meme that the kids love these days. And I refuse to even say on the air.
Okay. So you're going to take the Giants?
Plus the money by those 2 numbers.
So wait, so no wonder?
No wonder.
I'm disappointing you. Ben?
Yeah. Well, if we lose, I know who to blame now here. I'm actually going with the Giants. I'm kind of nervous.
Hey, hold
Jen,
it.
before you freak out, I'm taking them just the points.
I got you. No, I understand.
We're going to be without Will Campbell and Jared Wilson. Basically, our left-hand side anchor. And the one thing that the Giants have done recently really well is to get to the quarterback. Drake has been having some sacks. Another thing, too, is the Patriots have had really, really slow starts. The Giants seem to do pretty well on the other side of that. And, I mean, our pass defense has definitely had some issues. I think it's going to be a big ground and pound game because the Giants cannot stop the run. You got 2 guys, Trevion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson, that should be able to get against this Giants rush attack. I just worry about the Giants' passes against our depleted offensive line. So I think I'm going to take the Giants here, but obviously, Pats are going to win this game. Going to go like 24-17. That's my final.
Wow, that is brutal.
I just was looking on Novig. The Pats are a 4.5-point favorite in the first half.
Jeez.
I like that. Then
I'll take that money.
Yeah, we're covering that.
So you would say 4.5? You would take the Pats minus 4.5 in the first half?
Oh, I would. Not even close.
Would too. I probably would too.
Zan, go ahead.
Yeah. So there's some interesting stakes because you don't know how either of these teams are going to show up. But I guess in the unofficial Brett Bielema Bowl of sorts, because he used to be an assistant for both of them, I think the Patriots barely cover. I think it's one of those where Drake May is going to have to work his 4th quarter magic. They'll probably be down a touchdown, so they'll have to go in and tie it, and they'll do their Patriots thing where they'll force a turnover you least expect, and New England will probably just barely cover the number. They'll probably end up winning by about 10 points or so, but I think they're at least better on the native to where I feel like I feel like they can cover the number as long as they have enough time left in the 4th quarter. So, well, give me the Patriots, but again, I would not be surprised, nor would I be disappointed to be wrong, just because at least the Giants have been playing tough, even if the record doesn't indicate it. So,
Christine?
I'm going to go Patriots cover. It just makes sense to me.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah, Patriots are gonna rout. I don't see this game being close at all whatsoever. Another coaching change that usually never ends well. You've had 2 coaching changes, so now you're mixing up the entire room. What voice are you listening to? What voice are you not listening to? Yeah, I see this being like a 2-touchdown game at least. I think this is gonna be I think this is going to be a complete embarrassment going into halftime. I think the Patriots are a much better team. I think Drake May needs to come out and play a little better, though. Also,
I think he will. I think he recognizes that he needs to, and this is the perfect team to do it against.
What do they say? This is a get right game for Jackson
Right.
Dart. So yeah, I think this is at least a 2-touchdown game. Take the money.
I appreciate you saying that get right game for Jackson Dart. I appreciate that. If he does start. That's what you said. So yeah, so this would have been it. This was my second choice for lock of the week, by the way. But unfortunately, if I did that, I would have heard this.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people lock on this. But no, honestly, in terms of picking a team in this game, I love the Giants plus 7.5 in this game. Because I don't get why they continue to be getting more than a touchdown in these games when they're competitive, they play well for the most part.
Because I think Vegas thinks that one of these weeks they're gonna crumble and they don't do it.
I think the betting public. I also think, Dan, it's the betting public. I think the Giants are the most disrespected team betting wise.
Probably right.
That's
probably
why.
right.
That's ultimately why it is.
Yeah.
I mean, people treat them like people in the media and the media treat them like they lose 55-6 and they're 0-17 every year. They're not that bad.
The media's got an insane bias. It's crazy.
Oh, we know that they're so anti-Giant and pro-Cowboy. But I'm gonna get off track.
I was gonna say welcome.
No, we're not gonna do this. But I think they hang around in this one. I ultimately think the Patriots do win, but I think it's a competitive game. I saw what the Bengals did last week. I think it's a very similar recipe. So I think they hang around. I'll take them plus 7.5, but I do think at the end of the day that the Patriots are going to pull off the win there in Foxborough to end the week. Let me just check the other 2 guys before we wrap up the show. Yeah, Grant and Michael are also taking the Patriots. So that'll put a wrap on the Thanksgiving edition of the Football Forecast as we picked all 16 games for the first time this season. So just your friendly reminders to check us out on social media, TFB Forecast ETB, youtube.com/ETB Network, where we continue to grow there. Of course, you can get all of our shows, which will be back next week, as well as our playback streams as well. And if you can't watch us on the video side, listen to the Football Forecast wherever you get your favorite podcast. The Football Forecast presented by Playback. Like I just said, a bunch of stuff coming up there with Playback. And the Football Forecast odds presented by Novig. And, of course, as we head into the weekend, make sure to check out Gridiron Gurus. Week 13, I keep saying that. It sounds amazing. Week 13, the last one in November with Grant, Michael, and Ben. That'll start at noon. And then you can catch everybody for Red Zone right after. Another full day as well.
Woo.
Guys, another week in the books. I know it was a bit earlier, but made it through. So you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving break.
You guys too.
You guys
You
too.
too.
No tryptophan hangovers.
So, yeah, no turkey for me this year, believe it or not.
Right.
So,
Wow.
Hot take, don't like turkey on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I had to do things a little bit
turkey.
different. I had to do it differently this year. Obviously, if you guys have been following me, you know it's been a difficult year for me. Lost my grandfather in June. My grandmother's in a nursing home right now. So
that just happened to me too. So I get it.
So it's been a difficult year, but I do want to thank everybody, not only here. At the
Now
network,
wait a
but
minute.
also-
You're all getting on me for the over-unders. I mean, for all the unders. Ben, you've got 6. Christy, you've got 5. Nick, you have 7.
Wait a minute. I didn't say anything. I'm the one who took 5 last week and I think 7 this week. So,
jeez.
Yeah, it's all good. But seriously, though, I want to thank everybody for the support this year. It's been a year, but I've gotten through it. Be a difficult holiday season, but we'll get through it like we always do. So
and then we're back in December next.
Yeah, next week we'll see you in December. Believe it or not. So for everybody here at the network, it's just crazy. So for everybody here at the ETB Network, I'm Johnny Montebano. You all have a wonderful Thanksgiving and a safe and happy holiday weekend. And we'll catch you all again next week in December. Good night, everybody.
Have a good week, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.